Hello and welcome back. Here we are back on Riverbend. So we have got so much to do. July is just going to be absolutely crazy. There's not only we have our own work to do. We left off in the last episode there. We were walking. And a bump for grade. We were working away at the grass, so we got all of that grass done. Our bunker's all full there, and the grass is all ready to rock and roll. So we're good to go there. However, we still have our let's see if our overhang. Let's see what happens here. So we still have our oat to harvest as well as our peas to harvest. So we are going to get hopping on that, hopefully. I think this works. Let's try it. Drop that down. Shut that down. Strip it is. Let's see here. Okay. So we've already got some stuff set up on I already brought the front loader down. So the front loader is down, and we actually had to park that at the building, or sorry, at the house. And then what we had to do for the 370, we brought the 379 with the new crop trailer. Sweet. So we got that down there as well. That's all staged up. Now we just have it parked off to the one road just beside the house, just because we don't have technically a staging area for the for the field, but that's not necessarily going to come for the pea field, though. That's the thing. When it comes to this, it's like there's plans, right? So the farm expansion and the way that the testing's going now, we, like I said, we've already got storage is all set up. I'm still working on the shop, and I'm still partially kind of starting to dabble into the animals and what have you as well. So I do know that the pea field will eventually become something, either a pasture of some sort or a building area of some sort. So we're not necessarily going to be worrying about putting in this like the so-called staging areas, but as the other fields come in and the bigger fields come in as we expand away from the farm, because those areas like our carrots, our oat field right now, as well as the other crops that are the other fields that we have, what is it? Yeah, 13, 12, 14, all of those ones. Those ones there, they're going to be converted, right? So I'm not necessarily worrying about making the field exactly how I envision a field of ours. It's just going to be we're going to work at stock until we get to where we're ready to go. So yeah, just avoid that. We're just making our tram lines, right? So yeah, so we just parked 379 right there for now, and then we've got our brand new to us front loader there for unloading. And then what we're going to do is, now again, we don't have a staging area, so to speak. So we're just going to drop this off right here. Because what we need to do is, what I like to do is, in this instance, is we're going to, we cut in the headlands. So when it comes to the AI and root crops and anything like the peas and that sort of stuff, I found that it's easier for me to just do the headlands myself. I'll just do them manually, and then once I do the headlands, and then I can let the AI just do the ups and downs. That's easy enough for them. That's no problem there. So you know what? Right in the middle of the road, Major. Come on. All right, so we'll just park you off a smidge there. All right. So I know that sometimes when it comes to the precision farm, because this will be our first cut or first harvest from the precision farming add-on, so we're going to get some new numbers. And I've noticed with some fields the numbers change. I noticed with almost all fields the numbers change immediately when you harvest, when you start harvesting. However, I've also noticed that some fields they'll slowly change. So bump. So some of the fields will actually just slowly change, and then from them slowly changing, you'll get a total number at the end. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sneak down here. We're going to start here, and like I said, I'm going to do the headlands up and down here, or the headlands on the sides, and then we're going to get a little spot cut in that we can fit the wheel loader and we can fit the trailer as we. So we're just going to get a little spot here. Go. So we don't want to be going. Now we're going to do a bit of a fan here if I can, so to speak. And then we're going to do exactly like what the AI does, except what I like to do is just make that one little spot, do the ups and downs, and then I'll do the one pass on each side. Now that's just habit from 22, just because eventually in 22 there are certain headers and certain fields and that are sitting close. So depending on the crop type and what have you, I do remember a lot of talk, and I've had it happen myself, that the AI will finish one field and just start working into another one. So, you know, when it comes to, and not even just harvest, like plowing and cultivating and that sort of stuff. So what I find when it comes to that instance, those are good times to actually do the one strip left and right, because then no matter how much you have of an overhang when your AI hits the end, it's still going to be the end, and there's going to be nothing there. There's no chance of it hitting another, another field. Okay, so we just cut into this a little bit here. So let's just see what we got going on now. Okay, so what do we got here? 77. Okay, so initial start, and our initial overall jumped from 73 to 77 as well. So I forgot to check. I think that was 55. I think that was 55 before, and then I'll double check there because I'm pretty sure I got some screenshots. And then yeah, basically. So what we'll do from here is I'm going to hit up the headlands so that we can turn on this steering assist. You know what? I like to add one more headland. Why not? And show lines, yeah, just because sometimes they cut off and they stop when they're going. So, or apparently they're not going to show lines. All right. Anyways, let's see. Will it lock in? Boom. Oh, we're turning. We're turning. There we go. Okay, locked in, ready to go. So yeah, like I said, so and there we go, 78 already, 79. Oh, perfect. Okay, that's cool. So that's going to slowly go up. We're at 66 here because this is our oats. That's going to be ready to rock and roll for this month as well. So we're going to get these peas put in, and then we're going to see how much we get. So as it's going, obviously it's going to get slower. So let's get these peas picked up, and let's see how much we get total. And then we see what our numbers are. Okay, so got the headlands all done. We did the 5 strips on each side, and then what we did was we ended up doing about 3 strips on the left, like the up and down edges. So what we're going to do is, now that this is all done, just pop this. How much? Empty this first. So now what we can do is we can actually just fire that up into AI, let them run, and then we can get back to the rest of the stuff we need to do. Because as you notice on the weather there, it's saying that just notice it's propping up rain. So then we still have our oat and our straw to bring up off the ground. So what I'm thinking would be a good idea is to let the AI run here. We can rip over, grab the harvester from drop zone 1. There we go. So we can just let you run for a minute. We're going to spin you around. We're going to put you anywhere you want, really. Actually, you know what? Let's go, because we might, now that I'm sitting the lining up here, I'm thinking we're going to be in the way for the AI. So we'll probably have to swap the truck just up the side there, and then we can put the loader, leave the loader pretty much there for when he's full. So then once they're full, we can just drop it down and go. So from here, let's get into it, and then we stop. Let's try. So AI, technically, yeah, we do 4. Let's do 4. Don't with the headlands, ring, and okay. Okay, it's thinking, active. All right, you're gonna go think. Great. Okay, let them think as to where we're gonna go, because we got to. Yeah, they're just gonna pick another line. All right, so while they're doing that, we are gonna empty this off, and probably, like I said, we're gonna do that switch because I just have a sneaking suspicion. Are they gonna say? Oh, maybe not. Maybe they won't say that. Interesting. All right, well, we'll pick up what they left over last time. So I think we just leave this right here. Hopefully, is out of the way. Okay, so from here we can just rip. Now the great thing is we are at the house, so we can just rip down. We'll grab the international. Let's grab the pickup truck there. Rip down. Grab the harvester because we definitely need to get that over because the rain. Let's see. Rain is 8. Oh, 6. So 4 o'clock. So, okay. So we've still a little bit of time, but hopefully that'll give us enough time to get the whole pea harvest done, as well as get the oat off the ground, and we have to get the straw baled up. And I would like to actually put some straw into that horse pen, lay them down just like we did. We were wanting to at the beginning. FAFO Gamer there gave us that awesome idea, so we want to try that out. I hadn't had any loose straw yet, so we finally have a crop that has some loose straw, so we're going to be doing that. So we're going to bale up the rest, put that into storage, and then we're going to use just a smidge. Now, unfortunately, to get a smidge, we need to use the only forks we have would be viable would be off of the skid steers. So we'll have to grab the Super Duty there and go up there and grab the gooseneck. That is due time. You know what? We can just park you right here, I guess, for now. Yep. Cool. And then let's get you down getting some oats. And then every now and then I just like to pop off my map, make sure that I still see some movement. Oh, they're coming back. All right. We'll see. Yes, yeah, it's going to be a quick. That's the nice thing about the oat field that it is very small, so it's going to be quick and dirty. Now, when it comes to the horse food, I was initially thinking we were going to put some oats in, but that obviously, and I mean, do it again. So, blocked by an object. I knew it. Okay, hold on, we're on our way. Maybe it's not blocked by an object now. Yeah, they're blocked by an object, probably. Okay, let's just park in our one spot there and we'll rub down. Let's see. Yeah, front loader. Okay. Yeah, front loader's in the way, obviously. So I just check that out. But yeah, like I said, the straw coming up, the oat coming in, so it's going to be a small harvest, and then having the horses' food the way that it's going. And I mean, surprised, not surprised, like it's only 2 horses, so this food's going in really slow, and we did jam it full of hay. So now what we're doing is we're just letting we're just going to let the hay, let the hay work down. We're going to let the horse feed work in, and then just kind of go from there. So we'll see how that works. Okay, yes. Of course. Really? The one spot? As while we're here, can we unload you? Can we force unload you? Don't move. Yep, no. Really? Oh, and you just hit my trailer. That's coming out of your pay, buddy. Is he getting... Okay. Well, in that case, okay, we hit the trailer there. He's going to be going down, so we'll leave that there, and then we'll just park this thing along the edge like so. There we go. Okay. Good job. So now we can zip down. Oh, and I just bumped that trailer too. Oh, it's just a trailer bump. I ran it up. Oh, fired. Oh, man. All right, let's get out of here before we do more damage. And we got the cotton field we ran over. Holy jumping, Major. Just living up to your name tonight, apparently. All right, down in we guess. There we go. Oh, look at all that oat. Ready to rock and roll. And then our carrots are going to be immediately next month, which, again, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that I felt like the canning factory was just going so slow. But it might just be like the grapes, where in 22, I remember the grapes, we were pretty much filling it, and then it would chew it away slowly through the whole time. So, all right, so what we need is we're going to go like so. Just park you right there. Oh, maybe that was too far, but we'll see. Okay, and start. Yeah, it doesn't really matter where we start. Let's make sure our straw swath is down as well. And what? Take the canola thing. Yeah, we did it. We did a canola contract there in between. So that looks up. And we did the canolas, so that means that would be... oh, no, we're holding on to the wrong button there. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Oh, no, that's signal. Wrong button here. Okay, I forget. Darn it. Yeah, okay, enable Strasfoth. Yeah, that's the right... Oh, it does. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the other... Oh, that's right. I'm used to it popping down. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's unfold and let's try it out. So now they're working away. The harvester's working away pretty good. I'm going to try to keep an eye out for that 80% full. And with us being so close, that's what I'm kind of liking about it, is with us being so close that when it gets to 80, that should give us some good time to run up, grab them, grab the loader and empty them out and then rip back down again. Now, we are probably just going to run up to the farm. Might just have to hoof it. It depends if we're close enough. No, yeah, we can hoof it. If we had a side-by-side down here, we could just use that, but it all depends. Okay, so we're going to get one strip across here done because I like to try to keep my straw lines somewhat clean. Not that that happens all the time, but a little bit. Okay. What do we got? Ooh, 87. Okay. And we may not be, may not be 100% 80s. Oh, yeah, not in the straw there, Major. Come on now. All right, here we go. Oh, so we're just going to get up to the top and see what happens. There we go. Got the cruise on there. Now we check. Okay, so 9. Ooh, all right. So it is going to be going up. All right, so let's get this harvested up and let's see what our numbers are at the back end of it, and let's see where we are from there. Sweet. All done. All done. All right, so last strip here. Pretty much the numbers are in. Nothing too crazy. Better than I thought. So we're at 94. We still have a little bit of tillage, and we actually had over one harvester full. I was able to get, we were able to sneak out the Volvo and pick up the cramp trailer, so good thing we didn't get rid of it just yet. Otherwise, we'd have to go down and get that international with the rigid way down at logging site. So we got that down here so we can empty out on that. We've got our straw ready to go. Numbers are good. We're about halfway-ish on the P field. Because again, low capacity, so it is very much so only do a strip or two here and then go rip out and help. So we're going to just unload this here, and we're going to use Chuck. We'll rip over there and see how... Boonk. There we go. So what do we got here in the trailer? Well, once this loads up there, we'll take a boo. We got over 10,000 there, 10 to 11,000. And we're going to hit 12,317 liters of oat. So not too bad. I didn't think it was going to be that much. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be nothing, but I didn't think it was going to be over one harvester. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then what we can do, we're going to split this up for a quick second. Yeah. You can get right there. Okay, you can just stay right there for now. We can get this over to the flour mill, but before we do that, we're just going to swing by the peas because I haven't seen it pop up, but I wouldn't be surprised if... I've also missed it a couple times because that's the thing when it comes to that, comes to how quick it fills up. So it is, I mean, depending on the fields and what have you, I mean, to a degree, depending on where you are. If I'm on the other side of the map, it's actually just easier for me to just, sit there with the loader and work it back and forth, especially because on certain rows, right, you don't want it to be filled up, and oh, good Lord, hiccups again. You don't want it to fill up and you have your pipe out on the inside, like on your crop side every time. Because I've already had that run into me on this one where two unloads so far has been right, so we can just park this right there. He is. Oh, they're still going. Okay. Yeah, they won't be too happy with me. That can just stay there for a quick check-in. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, that's okay. I want to say that's a little bit more than half. Oh no, see again, it's the smaller side. So yeah, we can definitely say half or even over half. Okay, way down there. Probably gonna be. Yep, there it is. Nearly a full tank. Oh, that was good timing. Yeah, so we snuck up there, grabbed the Volvo, got the cramp trailer, dropped that off there. So we're gonna have to sneak that back again, and then we'll see how much we get fees in total. There we go. Already loving this thing. Not the fastest, but definitely faster than what we had already. And just a beast, just a beast. Like, oh no. Oh, we didn't make the row. Okay, this time they're going to be full then on the inside. Brr. Can we catch him in time? Stop. All right, we'll just see where they go. Almost. Oh, would they make it the whole row? Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So pop you off. Oh, that's okay. That's in. Technically. There we go. All right, so then that goes back. That should do a good chunk there. Oh, bumpities. That should do a good chunk. So then we should be able to get our oat down to there, down to the grain mill. Perfect. There we go. Just like that. Dump you off. Yeah, see, this is our setup when it comes to the peas. Excuse me, and I would imagine that it would be a situation where like the spinach harvesters and that sort of stuff might be similar until we get that Amityville. Until we get that Amityville, because that's another 160,000. So the plan is right now we're sitting under 520. We have a buttload of contracts. Look at all these contracts. Wow. So I think our short-term 1 month goal here to get that 40 to 60,000 for the one field, either field, because I want to connect the farm. Because this one, we got this one is real quick here. I forget this. So 67,000, 45,000. So I would like to buy one of those at least. Preferably the 67,000. I know there's oat in it, so if we're lucky, maybe we can put in. Maybe there's a contract to get the oat in, because like I said, I would prefer not to buy a field with the crop in it. I feel like taking the farmers' hard-earned work. I mean, granted, doing the contracts and stuff, we're probably the ones that did all the work. And I know we took the cotton field because we had that cotton harvester, so. It's not that I refuse to. I would just prefer not to. So if there is a contract to get the oat out of the field, then we'll take it. But if not, and we can reach our $67,000 goal, well, guess what? Looks like we're buying ourselves a field with some oat in it. But I don't think it's going to be an issue. And if we can get them all done, and we have the possibility of purchasing, both of those fields while staying above the 500,000, because we can't go below 500,000, and then we got to wait for this because the next month's payout, right? So the next month's payout comes out, that I would like to think is going to be at least another 200,000, and then just go from there, right? Because we want to keep it going in the sense that maybe we can use some contracts every month here and there to kind of add on and kind of do some things, and then use the monthly payouts to build up to start building the farm. I think that might be the best idea. And also, too, just keeping an eye away from Ralph, blocking Ralph's phone number and email and everything, just so we can get a little bit ahead. Because, like, we're doing phenomenal for equipment. Do we need more? Excuse me. Of course, yeah, we can definitely need more. Can we use more? Of course, but we don't have to be so pressing on getting a whole bunch of stuff done. So that's the nice thing about that. And then, excuse me, the other nice thing is that with us having the rope factory going, that's going to be an added bonus on the added monies per month. Now, granted, I do know, almost missed my turn. Thought I was going to the sawmill there. I do know that we have a very slow production right now when it comes to the wool, because you have the wool and the cotton. So I do know that we do have the slow production there. Is this we're doing the grain door? Yeah, sure, whatever. So with us doing the slow production with the wool, but once we put cotton in there, the production ramps up. So the good thing is that it should, I don't know, I kind of feel like that's going to work out in the long term, just because we still have the fabric, the spinnery, right? So we still have the spinnery that we have to keep in tune and keep filled up once we get there. So then what we can do is we can use the cotton to fill up the rope factory, the wool to fill up the rope factory, and then we can use the overflow of the rope and cotton, of the wool and cotton, excuse me. We can use the overflow of that to then fill up the spinnery, because we still, as much as we, again, right, goal is to have all the productions running. So it's nice to see that the wool is a little slower than the cotton. So then we know that if and when that our wool comes around, when it does come around, because as much as we do have wool coming in a steady pace, it's trickles right now. So once we do get the pen that we want to be getting, and we start setting up our animals in the farm where we need to, and the ball starts rolling, then we're really going to start having some wool going. Because I remember in 22, on our Elm Creek, it got to a point where our wool was actually being sold off as a raw product, just because our spinnery and everything, and it was not taking it quick enough, or not eating it quick enough. So I mean, technically, yes, oversteer. Technically, yes, we could put in another tailor, or put in another spinnery, or not tailor, but put in another spinnery, what have you. So there is options, but right now I just like to keep it to the one and just keep going from there, right? So we've got it working. If we can have it and have it working, then that's the main thing. And then if we can keep everything else going, that'd be great. That'd be great. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure our guy's probably full in the field. So, we need to bring you back for the trailer, and then we got to go back and get the harvest. That was right, because we did the long walk over because the harvester is up top. We're right by the horses when we last emptied. So, all right, so let's get this over here. And just the way it's going to be working great, too, because we've still got plenty of time right now, 11:30. So it's still 12. Now we do have like I said, the numbers you don't have to worry too much about it, but the numbers are doing great in the sense that we already have up to 80. So we're at 9% bonus, which is better than nothing, right? Didn't matter if we had it, but if we didn't have it, but if we do have it, we've already got 9% bonus on everything. We were sitting at 7% when we started today. So doing good there. And as they stopped? I see them stop. Yes. Okay, so you got to go empty them again. And put the wheel loader on the low boy and just run it over now. So let's rip this over here. Let's get this emptied out. And then we're going to get the harvester up. So close to the end. Okay. All right, let's get this emptied out. Let's get this field finished. Nearly a full. They are still going. Okay. And they're going to be going opposite again. Grr. I think we can catch him this time, though. Well, yeah, we can definitely catch him this time. And then I would like to think they should be able to... Don't back into me. Yeah, not making eye contact with the operator before getting into his area. Bad deal. Yeah, we can definitely get this it's the eyes on the contracts here. So we can get this field done. I think this hopefully could be the last load. You can see our numbers are there. And I did notice that there actually is another P contract. So what is it? There's harvesting. Yeah, right here, P contract. But it is to the grain barge terminal. So that'll be a quick drop off, and then maybe we can keep the rest for ourselves, right? So add to that little bonus for ourselves. First and foremost, as much as there is a lot of contracts to do, the main thing is our own fields, because we still have to plow this field, mulch this field, I should say. So we got to mulch this field. There we go. And we have to mulch the oat field as well as pick up our grass. We got to bale that stuff up, and we got to put in a little bit of straw, or bale up straw there, and we got to put a little bit of straw into. We're gonna put a little straw into the horse paddock there. Okay, let's get this done. Second here. All right, the pea field is done. We can get some numbers here. So we just got back just in time, got all that stuff ready to rock and roll. Just pulled up in the truck. We were actually heading down to pick up the gooseneck when I saw them coming down on that last strip. So it's kind of nice, actually. Like, as much as they did miss the one strip at the start, they actually came back and got it. So awesome. By the time we got back, they were at the very end there, all done, and everything's ready to rock and roll. So let's just see how much we get for some bees here. And then also two numbers wise, real quick, this one is showing that we're missing weed control and tillage. So the tillage thing, we're going to change that obviously because we're going to have to plow it. So I do believe that should help it, the tillage there. And then the weed control, because we're plowing and we're not going to have any weeds, I think it's about time that we're going to do some crop rotation. So I think we're going to put another set of crop, or do a crop rotation where we can bring weeds into the field so we can get that to activate that we have done some weed control. So let's just park that there for now. Let's just everything's running. We are on our way places here, so we can load you up, and I'm gonna back you up here because we're gonna load you up. Probably head you. Yeah, we're gonna see where you go, because everything's gonna stay right here for now, just because of the fact that with these contracts coming up eventually, I think we can get this all done lickety split here. So I think we should be good. So 42,000 liters of peas. All right, not too shabby, not too bad. I know part of me wants to say, I'm going to have to go back and look at the video again now. I want to go back and see what our last harvest was. I don't remember, but we shall see. Regardless, this should be fun. So we're going to get this in. The peas are going to go in. We're going to grab the skid steer, get that down from the logging depot so we can get, and because we got our baler over on the oat field already to start the bales, but I don't want to be pulling in the bales before we know how much straw we want to be using for our horses. So we got to go get that. So we're going to drop this off, go grab the thing, come back, get the skid steer, and let's fill in the straw from the horses. All right. Alrighty. So I got the skid steer, and we got I pretty much brought everything. I seem to tend to do that just because I never know what you're going to need. And it always seems to be, it's like Murphy's Law. If I were to bring the skid steer and not bring the attachments, guaranteed that's the attachment that I'm going to need. So we're just going to rip this up to the top end here, because we're going to sneak in the side. And we're going to grab, because, we should be able to grab it. I'm using the silage fork for the log grabber, technically, just because it's got the smaller bottom forks. And we're just going to see here real quick. Ooh, just going to park in between, I think, this year. Oh, tight there, eh? Okay, so I just want to double check here. I'm pretty sure it does. Skid steer, ladder tills. Straw, perfect. Yes, okay, it did. Yes, I did check. Oh, and we need to unstrap. All right, so I'm going to try to see if this works, and FAFO Gamer did a fantastic job of it, so we're going to see. Oh, good Lord. Whoa, watch your arms there, Major Javis. There we go. So there, okay, so pick that up. There we go, 712 liters. Not too shabby. We're just going to sneak up here. Yeah, it makes me wonder if we should put a gate in the bottom end of this. Oof, got little bumpies. Oh, little bumpies. Yeah, and we got that little oof. Oh, yeah. There we go. We can sneak her, but oh, bump. Oh, yeah, I might have to smooth that out a bit. Okay, let's see if we can do this. All right, let's see. So we got a little bit of room for the gate, but I want to try to put it right in the corner if we can. Okay, here we goes. Here we goes. Let's get the camera in a little bit more. We just want a nice slow. Oh, there we go. Oh, and back up a bit. And nice and easy. Oh, that's a little rough. Oh, that's a little spotty. So I wonder if we can take the top off. That's okay. We're gonna try it. We can try it. This is gonna be good practice. Here we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. Maybe a little bit there. Okay, okay. And then what if we lift it up a bit and drive? Oh, baby. Yeah. There we go. Just flatten that out a little bit. There we go. Got a little bit of straw for the horsies there to lay on. I guess. Yep. I mean, better than nothing. I like it, though. I really, really like it. I think that just adds a little bit to it. And then what we can do too, we could even try to like put it in the schedule. It'll kick off the side. That's not so bad. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, I'm thinking what we can also do is we can kind of make it into the routine that like once can't do it well, we'd have to have ideas. Oh, and I'm going the wrong way. See, I got ideas. My brain's going now. So my ideas are if we can put a little spot for some loose hay. And then maybe once a month change it out, kind of put it into the routine. But that means we would have to have the skid steer up here. Or maybe we can get the little baby skid steer. That little New Holland one. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to have to... yeah, that's... Sorry there, Brailer. We're going to stuff you full there. So just right now, pop this right here. Put that back on. We're going to leave you down here just in case, because I'm not too sure. Guaranteed. I'm going to have an idea probably. If we bring it back, we'll have an idea. All right, strap that down. So now, okay, that's going to look good there. I love it. Buck and Will are going to have a little bit more comfort in here. We're going to have to upgrade that fence too because they got out. I don't know. I think we're going to put that white picket fence back up, the old looking wooden picket fence back up, but I have an idea about it. So that's for another time. Okay. So we got the baler out. We want to be keeping, I think it was I want to kind of try to keep everything the same size. So when it comes to loading and unloading, oh, you know what? And while we're here, maybe we'll use that trailer to load it. We can try that out with the fork. Ooh, okay, because we're sitting at, what do we got here? 180, 220, 240. Yeah, we were doing 220 we're doing 220 regular. So let's do the 220 here. Let's bail up this field. Yeah, let's bail this up. Let's see how many we get. Because trying to figure out the whole straw thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry, we need to unfold. I'm used to the round ones. So when it comes to the loose straw, because I would like to have some loose straw on the farm, like on the house there, so we can change it out. I think that would be awesome to do. However, we got to figure out how to do it, how to store it, and all that sort of stuff. All right, let's get this all bailed up. We'll see how many we get. Sweet. All right, so here we are finally. Unfortunately, my mic was muted the whole time I was recording this part, so I do apologize, but got it all done. We've got 9 bales in total. We actually had 8 bales of 220, but we still had a little bit of straw from the horses that was left at the 180 mark. So I think from here on out, what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be leaving it at the 220 and just keeping it at 220. So then no matter what we're doing, if we happen to have a little bit left over from straw to hay, and even from grass, if we happen to be doing silage bales, what have you, it's just going to stay the same. So then that means when it comes to transporting, obviously, as you can see, we don't have an oddball size, right? So we're just going to load this up and get this ready to go. We did actually leave our equipment down at the bottom of the field there, just our bucket and our forks, but that's okay. We're going to drop this off and we're going to get this back up there. Oh yeah, we got to leave the pops up there. So I'm just going to run back here, pop these in. All right. Get this in. Drop those down first. Make sure those flying. Oh, yeah. And what do we got? So, okay. So I think from here, what we're going to be doing is the mulching and the plowing or cultivating, whatever's needed. And then what is going to happen is more than likely everything's going to go into the oilseed radish. So we're going to get the oilseed radish done. once the oilseed radish is ready to in for the year, and then we're going to have that go throughout the year. Now I'm not too sure. I don't know if we're going to be doing canola and wheat again. I really don't. I have the sneaking suspicion that I think we're going to be aiming more towards either soybeans for cash crops or something that we can actually get. Yeah, it's kind of more towards the cash crop is what I'm thinking. So if that works, if that happens, then that's definitely going to work out. But if it doesn't, then so be it. But apart from that, I will say thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. This has been a blast. I got so much stuff to do, and we still have lots more to do too, because that's the other thing. We still have goats that we can sell this year, goats and sheep mainly. We have one goat and a couple sheep to sell, and we've got lots of stuff to do. So come the rain, we're still going to keep busy. Okay, thanks again, and we will see you soon.